folks, I hope all of you are doing well today. I'm going to share with you yet another interesting 10 tips and tricks for Microsoft Excel. And this will make your Excel usage more efficient, more faster, and more productive. But remember the tip that I shared with you, to practice when I'm teaching you something. So keep practicing with me, keep doing it. And if you find something difficult, don't worry, just write in the comment section and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. In today's video, we have our sponsors with us as well, so you will get to know more about our sponsors for today in a later stage of this video. So let's start with our tips and tricks and see what we have in today's magic box.
1.
So our very first tip and trick for today is cell is equal to cell. This is a very interesting functionality. We often work in Excel and multiple spreadsheets and we get lost in which folder, which file, where is it? We get lost in the folders and files and all of these things. So you need to know the destination of your file. It's very easy peasy. So simply you have to write the text is equal to CELL, start parenthesis, giving you a lot of options. One of them is file name. Simply double click on it, close the parenthesis, enter. It will give you exact location of your file. So with this particular command is equal to cell, you're able to see where exactly your file is hosted.
2.
We often use VLOOKUP functionality in our Excel day-to-day usage. But sometimes when we are learning this, when we are going through the practice and we are in the transition phase of being a pro in using VLOOKUP, we struggle with the function itself. How does this work? So for example, if I write here, VLOOKUP, and then I am not sure what exactly is going to be ahead of this. All I need to do here is Control, Shift, and A. The moment you write Control, Shift, and A, it will paste all the formula here, so you can see exactly how this function is going to drive you through the whole process itself. So it gives you the future in front of you.
3.
For the third one, it's very interesting. That's more on the calculation. So let's say, for example, I put here 1, 2, and A, B, C, and I start summing them up is equal to sum. Obviously, I will sum these two, and then I will multiply this with ABC. Obviously, this is a wrong calculation, but how do I understand this is a wrong calculation, or the functionality or the formula at a certain point is breaking for me? Very simple. Just select the cell where you have this function malfunctioning and go on the top on the formula section. When you click on the formula, you'll find here evaluate formula as well. Click on the evaluate formula and you will be able to see the whole testing of your formula and function. This is very interesting. And you simply have to evaluate it. So click on the evaluate, as you can see, and it will show you what is the outcome of the first step. The first step is 3. 3 is the outcome because we summed it up, and then multiplication with the C6. And if you remember, the C6 here is ABC. We will say evaluate further. It's saying you're trying to evaluate or sum it up and then multiplying with ABC. So that is the problem. I restart, I evaluate again, and I step in here. When I step in, I can see that there is a part of the function that is not working. So the first step is working fine. The next one is not working fine at all. I got to know which part of the formula or the function is broken. So when you have complex calculations, imagine that you have 10, 15 steps over here. It's not easy to figure out which step is broken. This technique will help you to go to the root cause and fix it for yourself. So you need to just step out here and close it. And now we know that the function is not functioning properly because of this ABC. So either I remove this or I take this out of the function. So simply I will get the answer. I hope it was an easy one. No? Practice it. Don't forget to practice it. Try it. It's very simple. Just put a couple of numbers and then one letter over there, a word, and then try to replicate what I did and see if it is really working for you.
4.
The next step is also very interesting. In this step, I'm going to show you how you can figure out the last number in your row. So often you're working in a complex sheet and you don't know what was exactly at the end of the spreadsheet. So you have to go all the way to the end, figure out what it is, then come back and do your job. Let me make it easy for you. So we'll use the same functionality of lookup is equal to lookup. Then you can find a scientific annotation. For example, I put 100, you can use the same, by the way. Then comma, and then I select the whole row. And I close the parentheses and enter. You can see the last digit on this row is visible to me now. For example, this has changed. Then you will see the number has changed as well. And again, and again, and again. So it will pick the last one for you. Now, interesting fact is that it will show only numbers for you. So if you change this, for example, to something, some word or characters, you see it picks the last number. Words and characters, it forgets the text itself. It does not consider. So this is very important tip to understand that it will consider only numbers for you.
5,
Now, the next tip is also very interesting here. So we have a function. We want to see what functional formula we have applied. It's very simple and easy. I'll use the same particular spreadsheet that we have used. So we have a function here, lookup. We want to see how it is applied, what happened. Now we see only the numbers. But how we can see the function, very easy. On your keyboard, there's a key called caret. So control plus caret. You have to pull them together. Usually it's under the escape sign, but depends on the formatting of your keyboard, language, and regional settings. Accordingly, you'll find it somewhere on your keyboard. You can see the sign here. I've put it for your convenience so you can see. Caret and control. So first control, then caret. The moment you will press it, it will show you the function. And it also shows you how it is functioning. So you can see now, not the outcome, but the function itself, what you have pulled here. So if you want to get rid of it, simply press again. Control plus caret key. This will give you a very good visibility of your functions that you're applying.
6,
The next step is very interesting. So whatever you do in Excel, I am pretty sure you use this deliberately or unintentionally. Clipboard. So whenever you copy anything, Control C, Excel uses its internal memory to keep it somewhere, store it somewhere, and then use it as per the later usage. So, for example, we have text here on the screen, and in this text I've selected, for example, these numbers, Control C. I want to see where it is on the clipboard. There is this mark on the top. You see the clipboard. This is where you can click on and you can see where it is on your clipboard. So I have copied both so you can see the history of clipboards here as well. So you can paste them on the location you want. Like click on it, it pastes. Or you can paste everything together. So you can see it's in the queue. You start with the last and then the first. Last in, first out. So that is how it goes, and you can see the numbers here. Now, interesting thing is there are some options down there. Very interesting to learn. When you click on it, you will find this option, Show Office Clipboard, when you Control C twice. So this is very interesting. I close it now, and I'm not going to click here now, but I'm simply going to press Control C twice, and you will see what will happen. Okay, no, Control C, Control C. It automatically shows up here on your screen. So that's a way to deal with the clipboard. If you know how to deal with it in the complex files, it's very, very convenient to use this handily while you're working in your step-by-step updates in Excel.
7,
Now I'll take the next step right from this spreadsheet. So we often work in the spreadsheet and sometimes we have to diagonally cross some numbers. We don't want to delete them, but we want to keep them as a reference, but we want to cross them just to show them there, but still not applicable. Very simple. You simply select the data that you want to cross diagonally and press Control 1. Usually it's the format cell. You can go from the formatting part as well. So for example, you can select this and on the home section, you have these fonts and formats and you can click on this part as well. So whichever way is more convenient for you, you reach this place and there is borders. In the borders, you have text. Simply click in the middle of the text here and you will see a diagonal. Right on the text word here, just click on it. And you can even fully cross it. So simple single cross and you see it has been crossed, which means now I am showcasing this data, but I want to show that this is not applicable. If you want to be a little bit more hard on that, just simply go back, Control 1, and you can have another click and you will find this fully crossed. So it is fully crossed. It's not applicable, not usable, but it's still there as a reference. It's possible you want to keep your functions, you want to keep your formulas over there, but you don't want people, your colleagues, to refer to that number. This is one way to cross it. Interesting, isn't it?
8,
So the next one is also about increasing your productivity and improving your speed in Excel. how to add rows or columns fast, quickly. So for example, I have certain data sets here. I will pull this here so I can make a better visibility for you. And I put, for example, a yellow sign here. And what I want to do is now I want to add or insert a row. So normally you click on it, you insert, and one by one you start adding different rows over there. But no, you want to increase your speed. So for example, in this case, I want to add here 5 altogether. Just simply select these rows like this, and then simply go and insert. And you can see it has at once included all of those rows for you. Simply adding and selecting whatever you want to include. We can have it 10, 20, hundreds, and then in a spur of a moment, you will have all of them. So simply select what you want to add. For example, if I want to add here 3, again, right click and insert. It will give you 3 over there precisely.
9,
Now, the next step is my personal favorite, and obviously it helps you with improving your productivity and speed in moving different columns here and there. So for example, if I have this particular column here, so I will not cut and paste and all of these things, simply drag it on your screen. So when you hover over this particular data set, you will find this plus sign. The moment this plus sign comes, you simply keep it here. Click, don't release, and drag it. Wherever you want to drag it, it will take it there. Fast, no? So instead of copying and pasting and making errors, just simply drag it. It's a user interface entertainment that you find it on Excel.
10,
Now, this last one is very interesting. So you want to hide some data, but you don't want to hide it like hide rows or columns. So if I hide it, for example, here, everyone can see that there's a C missing in this too. So it's a little shady as well. So simply, you don't want to show something in the middle of your spreadsheet, but you don't want to make it more, pointy as well. Simply select the data. Again, Control 1, you remember, Control 1. And then you go to the data types and in the numbers category at the end custom and put semicolons there, 3 of them. 3 semicolons and press OK. Your numbers are gone, but they're still there. So if you see here, you can see the numbers. So numbers are available. However, they are visibly not available. So this gives a very neat view to your spreadsheet, and you can easily showcase, demonstrate, a report or something without going into uncomfortable numbers, which probably are not part of the calculation, and you want rough work to be hidden, but you still don't want to hide and seek with the spreadsheet. So that's one way to do that. So as I promised, now I'm going to share with you our sponsors for today. Today's sponsor is Devart Excel Add-in Universal Package. You can find the link for this website down there in the description.